Hello YouTube, welcome to part 3 of my Broken Legacy playthrough. We are starting with Chapter 5 today. Chapter 5 is a little bit big for my taste. I played through a little bit of this, but lost one of my units, so I decided to just start over. So, yeah, as you can see, it's big. I've already done my unit arrangements, so I have a rough idea of what I'm going to do. You can see that you can go north through this path here, or you can cut through the woods and just go to the left this way. But the forest slows you down quite a lot. I'm actually very thankful that Denton can move through the forest at only 1 movement cost because, wow, the other units take quite a while. They take about the same time to go around the road, I think. But yeah. So there's a couple of interesting droppable items that we will get to. I've already done all of my preparations. No real need to add any additional bonus experience quite yet. Speaking of which, our goal for this chapter is 14 turns to get the maximum amount of points. So let's hope we can do that. Now I've positioned Denton so he can attack this enemy straight away. And by doing this, he's going to get attacked by the archer and the fighter, but that's fine. He's on a forest and has triangle advantage. He'll probably be safe. I'm just going to mark this archer so that Helmet doesn't run right into it. Helmet is going to be useful in this chapter because he is the best unit for dealing with the Pegasus Knights, which just stay where they are until they move. In fact, a lot of enemies, I think, just stay where they are until they move. Unless they're reinforcements, then they just move as far as they can whenever they can. So there's a shop here. It's got some javelins, and I'm going to get a couple of those as well as a hand axe. There's also a wind tome for sale, but if I am not mistaken, there's an enemy that drops one. No, he doesn't drop one. Okay. I mistakenly thought he dropped one. But that's fine. We don't really need a wind tome, because the thing about the wind spell is that it's so weak that even when it has triple damage against a flyer, it's still not really that good. Denton's going to get a level up here. He only got skill, which is very, very sad. Starting to think the level ups are rigged. But I don't know of any way to do that in SRPG Studio. Anyways, he's up to rank C in swords, which is pretty good. Just get rid of this guy with Raymond. He does not level quite yet. And then we can move in with Cullen. Oh wait, is this enough damage? Yeah, it is. Alright. I forgot to calculate before pushing the attack button. That's a very solid level. And we get a flat bow, which is a little bit stronger than a short bow, I guess. I don't really know. It doesn't seem to do anything special. It may just be a steel bow that isn't a steel bow. It's definitely stronger than the short bow, though, so I'll take it. Yeah, you can see how annoying it is to get through this forest because Kara can't even move that far. So, what do we do now? These enemies are all going to move towards my group down here. Maybe I could... Helmet is very defensive. I just want to make sure I don't walk into that wind mage's range. Maybe if I sit here it'll be okay. Alright, let's see what happens. And there's also no unique enemy phase theme for this map, at least in this version. If Broken Legacy gets updated, then maybe this isn't supposed to be like the same player and enemy phase, and it will get fixed. Then again, I actually can't remember at this very moment if the previous maps had unique enemy phase themes. Yeah, I should probably get all of that cleared up before I talk about it. Anyways, Raymond leveled up. He got strength on a mage. But he got magic, he got sea and anima, he got a bunch of other good stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Let's see, we need to blockade these guys. And the best way to do it is probably to go here. And here. And Helmet needs healing. And should I put him in the forest and try to get him to counterattack something? I guess I will. Yeah, you guys need to move quickly if we're going to make our 14-turn deadline here. Oh, I forgot about that weapon. That is a new weapon. It is just called a lance. It can only be used by guys on horseback. Non-mounted units cannot use it. It's pretty powerful, and it does give a sort of advantage to lance users that I think was probably needed at some point or another. It is not a horse slayer, by the way. I initially thought that the lance was a horse slayer. It is not. It's not effective against horse units. So yeah, don't get confused by that. This enemy drops it, I believe. Yeah, he does. And, I could one-shot them, but it's, tricky because I could miss. It's a very slim chance, but it can happen. Alright, Denton needs to draw in the Wind Mage, because for some reason, a thief with, very high res, or at least higher than normal res. Let's see here. Alright, I will, do this. Oh, nice crit. He's actually got a pretty high crit. I guess that's, from all of the supports that he's getting. And, does anyone have the flat bow? I think Marcel's got the flat bow, so... Oh, no, Cullen has it. Okay, we can put it to work. There we go. And, Marcel's gonna have to... Oh, actually, Helmets could finish this guy off. Well, it's not a guaranteed hit, but let's do it. Nah, didn't work. And nobody else has the ability to get to that guy, so we have to give it to Marcel. Yeah, as you can see, only 2 damage against Denton here. And since the flying enemies that we're dealing with are Pegasus Knights, Wind Magic is even less effective than normal because Pegasus Knights have high res. Alright, so we can save because it's the 5th turn, so I will go ahead and do that. Let's get moving. Kind of want to move Marcel ahead a little bit, and we're going to deal with a mage, so let's make sure... Yeah, I think attacking from here with Helmet is fine. Because the Pegasus Knights are going to go after him. Because they can. And with Helmet's high defense, they'll never be able to scratch him. So I think this is safe. Kill for our thief. Let's do it. Oh, that is seriously unlucky. 13% and it landed. Well, we can just heal it up. And the mage... Yeah, 1 shot with a greatsword. Now we need to create a kind of blockade because some of our vulnerable units are vulnerable. Our vulnerable units are vulnerable. Man, I'm just coming up with all kinds of weird phrases today. Right, so now we've got a flying killer axe, which is really, really nice. Look at that. That's beautiful. Like, I undertrained Helmet in my previous playthrough of this. Like, I still used him, but he unfortunately, like, stopped being useful at some point because I didn't put a lot of effort into him. Alright. Another one of those lances. The knight's not going to do anything, is it? Oh, we have flying reinforcements. We're almost into the castle, though. Let's draw out the archer. And this fighter could probably... He's got a great axe. A great axe is like the great sword, but it's for axe users. So it's basically fighters and other infantry units only. And we can make use of Revenge again. Let's, I want to clear away this guy first. I'll just leave Helmet to deal with the flying units, and should we use Partisan or our Mage? I'm going to use the Mage. Skipping animations at this point because we've seen them dozens of times now. Yeah. Alright, so this guy will get cleaned away. Revenge crit. And maybe we'll get a revenge crit on this guy. No, a miss! Wow, you dodged an 85. Good job. Alright, so we have the ability to save again, which means we only have 4 more turns in order to clear the chapter, and unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to make it, because making that time frame is actually very difficult on this chapter. And I want to get rid of you first. I'm just using the Jagan because we have to hurry this up a little bit. I'll at least be able to grab that chest, whatever it is. Keep it moving along. And, yeah, I think that's it for this turn. We could try and... Actually, I'm going to put Brianna on the pillar and heal her up. Also frees up an inventory space. Oh, those knights move! Wow, that's a lot of damage against the knight. And we know what's going to happen there. And, wow, 0 damage. Brianna's getting a level. Speed and defense. Okay, that's a good level. I will take that. A level with speed and defense is never a bad level. So what's in the box? The box has money. Okay, just money. And as you saw, we get experience for opening chests. I suppose that's fine. Like, I always wondered why chests didn't give experience, but stealing did. It was a little strange in some of the games to have it be that way. Just a little bit of cleanup now. Equip our Partisan. I could totally toss a javelin through that wall, by the way. That would be semi-amusing. So on this chapter, there is actually a talk event between Kara and the boss. And that allows you to skip the boss battle, I believe. So, ooh, sword user against Marcel. And he gets a crit. Who needs revenge? Alright. Moving on. So yes, there is a talk event. It's almost easy to miss because the boss shield is also switching with the talk bubble. But yeah. Skip the cutscene, and he actually turns into a green unit, and all the enemies go away. So yeah, maybe I could have killed a couple more of them for EXP, but that would be morbid and very, very rude. So let's not do that. And what is our turn count? Our turn count for this chapter, after I get some more heal EXP out there, is 13. So we actually did make it in time for the maximum amount of bonus experience. 250 total. And we get our first Knight Crest. There are different promotion items for the different classes, like in the GBA games. Alright, so that's that. And now we have another base. So, like before, I will see you when I am all done with my preparations. But first, let's see if any of these conversations do anything. Some conversations enable support bonuses, so it's always a good idea to view all of them. Like, even if they don't give an item. Anyways, I will see everyone after I am done with preparations. Not promotions. I'm not promoting quite yet. So speaking of promotions, I actually noticed something different about this game. It seems that in Broken Legacy, when you promote, your level cap is actually set to 10 higher than your current level. So if I use this straight away, then the cap would be 20. And if I used it at level 20, then the cap would be 30. So maybe waiting until level 20 is the better option because it gives you a higher level cap. That is actually interesting. Right, so I guess I'm not using it and I'm just going to go on with the next chapter. Just like I had planned originally. Alright, so the next chapter, chapter 6, is a very interesting looking chapter. We've got houses to save yet again. So, yeah, I'm just going to rearrange all of my units, and we will begin the chapter shortly. So I'm almost done rearranging my units, however, we actually have 3 new units that have joined the party, so let's talk about them. First up is Candace. She is the game's Est unit, and it's pretty early for an Est Cavalier to join us, but here she is. Candace has very, very good growths, like an Est unit should. She's got Paragon, so like Astrid from Path of Radiance, even though she's pretty weak at the start, she'll grow very, very quickly. Light Affinity and Canto, just like every other Cavalier in the game, and she has her own personal weapon. It is the Falcon Sword. It is basically a Brave Sword. It will give her 2 attacks, even on enemy phase, so that's very, very nice. We've got an Est unit with a pretty good weapon, so as long as she's trained, she'll turn out fantastically, I imagine. Unfortunately, weapon levels are very, very low at the start, so we've got to work on those. Anyways, next up is the Dark Mage Elric. Now, Dark Magic is not as interesting in Broken Legacy as it is in the Game Boy Advance games, unfortunately. You've got Scourge, which can inflict poison, but this is not as useful as I would have hoped it would be. So hopefully we'll get our hands on much more powerful dark spells later on. He does have Ambush, aka Vantage. If you activate this, then the first time, well actually in all battles for that enemy phase, the unit will attack first. So being able to choose when to activate that is very, very nice. And here are his growths, decent magic, and everything else. And the final unit that has joined us is the Knight Hardwin. Not Harden, this is not Mystery of the Emblem. Hardwin! This guy wins battles instead of losing them. Yeah, he starts with a pike, which is usable only by non-mounted units. It's a pretty powerful lance, so it's decent. He's got a javelin, the thunder affinity, and he has the accost skill, or in this game, it's called charge. It does basically what it does in the Jugdral games. It will initiate an extra round of combat, so if he attacks with this skill, both sides will get twice the number of attacks as usual. So that can be helpful. For a knight, it's good because he's nice and durable, and he can throw javelins as well, which is also helpful. I would have preferred it to be on something like an archer, but what can you do? Anyways, let's begin! We have 8 turns to... what are we doing? We have 8 turns to kill this boss, and we have to save all of these villages before they get destroyed. There are quite a number of them, and I don't think you can save all of them. Like, one of these might get destroyed in a cutscene. Right, so my strategy for this will be to send our Cavaliers over to the left. And let's see. Yeah, 6 times 4. You can see that Candace is going to be very helpful if we can get her some extra boosts here and there. But that Great Axe is actually very scary. So what can we do? Yeah, again, you can't get Cullen in range of these guys on turn 1. You guys. Okay, maybe if we set up like this, because then only, let's see here. I think only one of them will be able to attack Candace if I set her up right here. So that'll be alright. We can always... Well, actually, we could block her completely and then just use Foresight. But Raymond might get hit 2 times. So, yeah. I'm not good at this whole planning ahead thing. Right, we're obviously going to charge our knight forward. And let's mark all of the archers, and probably the mages too. Even non-wind magic can be lethal to dragon riders. Right, you go here and here. And we got a mage on the left, so let's keep our dark mage on the right. What is in the shop? It has some of the heavier items. We don't have any great axes, so I guess I will take one. And antidotes, just in case you get poisoned. I suppose another great sword will be alright for now. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I see what this is. Right, so that's the gimmick of this chapter. Guaranteed miss from Foresight. The gimmick is that there are villager enemies that have been forced into fighting by the enemy. We will want to avoid killing as many of them as possible. I'm pretty sure the bonus experience you get is worth far more than what you would have gotten by just killing them. Maybe the villages aren't under immediate threat in this chapter. But, oh, you actually double this guy because the Great Axe weighs him down so hard. Alright, let's do that. Nice animation. I believe that's a default animation. Can't really fault Robinco for using it, though. Alright, we will use Adept with the flat bow. Which makes it a 1 round. Very nice. Alright. I kind of don't want to lure him in with my axe user, or my spear user, my knight. Ooh, Armor Slayer here. Or a Razor Sword, as it's called. No, that's a Killing Edge. They're called Razor Weapons for some reason, but I know what they are. They're killing weapons. Killer weapons. Alright, so Kara's finally gonna get a kill after what feels like forever. What is in the house? A sword, you say? Oh, it's a Killing Edge. Perfect. Right. I don't think any of his other swords are strong enough to one-round this guy, so I'm using the S-Stock. We haven't seen a lot of knight enemies, so it hasn't really been that useful an item at the moment. Alright, we gotta watch those two guys. Maybe we can block them off. But we would be risking Candace just a little bit. We could go, like, that. And then get rid of this guy with Cullen, because come on. Ooh, lucky hit there. And I suppose we might as well just get rid of this guy with Raymond. Now, the question is this totally safe? Because Candace is not the bulkiest cavalier in the world. Let's see. Will this guy be able to attack her? No, the mage won't be able to attack her, so I think this is fine. Get over there. That leaves Marcel to take the village, which gives us the sleep staff. Ooh, boy. This is going to be fun. It's got 5 uses, and it has... Is that a flat 50% chance to hit? Oh, no, it's reduced by enemy res. Okay. Now, the weird thing about, oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was a little strange. A slight bug with the system there. Now, what is Helmet gonna do? He hasn't done much of anything at the moment. Alright, so now we got fighters going after villages, I imagine. Yeah, 20 EXP from that one attack. Oh, this is getting dicey, though. Oh, that was a big mistake, attacking Brianna. Because he missed a 70. Oh, that is so unfortunate for him. And, oh, a thief. I think the deal with this guy is that you can kill him to get 1,000 gold. Oh, it drops when defeated. Okay, I thought for a moment you had to steal it. Normally, droppable items are colored blue in the inventories. Alright, so what's our next move? first I think we better just get rid of this guy. And then Candace needs to either get out of there or get healed. 18 points. She'll be back to full. That's good. Now, should this guy... What should I do here? Maybe just move Marcel forward and block off the archer. Because the ranged enemies are the most dangerous, so we want to get rid of them first. There we go. And we get an antidote, which, of course, it cures poison, but none of us have been poisoned quite yet. I wonder how Candace does against these two. Alright, that's decent. 14 damage. Yeah, maybe we can get, is this safe? How much damage would the axe guy do to Cullen? 17... 10. Wow, 10 defense. Actually, let's just go with this. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing could go wrong with this plan. We use the Falcon Sword. It's only going to use up one hit. And Candace gets her first kill. And it's a crit, no less. 100 EXP just for that. Oh, look at that. That is an S level. Don't you just love S levels? And even helmets could fly over the wall and maybe crit this guy. But it wouldn't kill. If this guy is not... Oh, I don't think he even has that much attack, so he could probably... Oh, he does damage helmets a little bit. Tricky situation. Maybe I could crit this guy and then he will suicide on Candace. Oh, that worked! So far, all goes according to plan. Right, we gotta get rid of the bandits and maybe catch up to that thief. So what we could do is heal. And then... Oh, we gotta worry about the Dark Mage, too. I wish we had Barrier at this point. I could use... Yeah, I think I will use the Force to maybe try and get a lucky shot out. Right, he's going for helmet, so no kill for Candace quite yet. But he's got bean axes now. Right, so 50-50 shot. No, he's hit. It's no big deal, though. I may be wrong, but I believe poison damage kills in Broken Legacy. Not too sure, though. And we get money. Money's good. It's important. Right. Candace can probably deal with that bandit very easily. It's just one single bandit. What's it going to do to her? It's going to do about 8 damage. Which means we can protect this village. Work on Brianna's sword rank a little bit. Now, what do we do with this group? This group is the tough part, because they've got villagers incoming. And remember, if we save them, then we earn bonus experience, and I love bonus experience. Right, I'm not too worried about that guy. I should be worried about the guy with a razor sword. First, let's use our... this is fine, I think. There's no way he would miss and get hit, right? Right, of course there wasn't. And then Abby can probably get rid of this guy. And that should make room for one more attacker. Yeah, it did. It actually did. The problem is that whoever attacks is either going to be in range of the Razor Sword guy, so let's do it this way. Equip the equip the Partisan, heal up, and, yeah, this is, a bit of a risk, I would say. Abby can't get hit by anything else, I think, so it's fine. Oh, actually, it isn't a risk, because Kara cannot be crit, but she certainly can crit in return. So that was very, very good. And she got all of the physical stats. Very, very nice. And see in Lances. Alright, so we can make a save here. It's only the 5th turn. What do we need to do for the full... 8 turns for full bonus experience. So we should probably hustle a little bit. And, I want to set this up for Candace to get a kill. That should not be difficult, however. Just go over here. And he hit. Oh, we have to get to that village too, though. Because we can't end the map until we have all the rewards, right? Can you get a reward from that village? It was used in a cutscene, so I don't really imagine it would. Energy drop. Very nice. That's +2 skill for one of my units. Here come the villagers. They are 10, 10. They're weak, but the trouble is... very troublesome strategy we're going to have to pull off here. I think if I put Abby in the forest, then they will try to hit Abby because she can't counterattack the guys with lances. And this guy will be taken by Elric. Nice and easy. Then it's simply a matter of... put you here and staff him. I think I will send Brianna over to this village. And we also have to intercept that thief for the extra money. Oh, nice crit! You saved one of your Falcon Sword uses. Another excellent level. So yeah, dealing with the villagers is actually... Oh, I suppose that was a mistake. Oh, that's not good. They might actually kill her now. But she got speed and luck, so maybe there are some dodges in it for us? Like, they've only got a 47 on her. Yeah, she's safe now. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. Okay, good. See, not being able to double on enemy phase saved me yet again. I love it. It's really a good mechanic. Alright. That villager is nothing. We've got a bandit and another guy that moves. Oh, yeah. Village is closed, so, it was good to come around here in order to intercept this thief. And eat this. See ya. And we get your money. I wish there was a way to disable the villagers without hurting them, though. At least I can get rid of the Dark Mage very easily. Oh, Arrow Twirl. So yeah, critical animations are actually not in SRPG Studio by default. That had to be added in later. Just thought I'd point that out. Right, so I don't think this archer is much of a threat. So that leaves the boss, who has Vengeance. It adds HP lost to damage dealt. That's a dangerous move right there. And he has a Francisca. I don't know why this axe is named, but it's a ranged axe with a pretty decent amount of power, but a lot of weight to it as well. So 24 attack. Not to mention the chance that he might double. Agility is 10. Agility, yeah, he's gonna double. Oh, boy. We could, if he doesn't double Raymond, then Raymond could yet again be exactly what we need here. Should I trade over... Should I actually disarm Hardwin? Probably not. Yeah, the issue is I don't know what the villagers are going to do here. The sleep staff actually would have been helpful, so I probably should have brought it over. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about them. And not that they're, not that the bonus experience is like this really huge boon, but, you know. Right, that was a lucky miss. I think the villagers could have done some real harm if they had all hit Kara. Alright, so we should be safe now. Don't! Well, that's not my fault. Yeah, if anyone complains about that villager dying, if I get letters from his family, it wasn't my fault. He suicided. Also, notice that the villagers actually do not give any EXP when you kill them, so... in case you were wondering, they don't give any at all. Alright, we've got a boss to deal with, and I have to make sure these villagers don't get themselves killed. So let's see if this works. We're going to put Raymond here. He's going to Foresight so that the first attack against him cannot be a hit. Maybe if I give them a weak target, they will go after that instead. Yeah, something tells me this is going to end very poorly. Just for safety, let's get all of our units over there. Alright, boss moves first, that's very good. Foresight means this can't hit, so that's very good. He's obviously not going to get killed quite yet. Oh, but this villager is going to hit him. No! Dude! Raymond! No, don't do that! Can't you, like, not get a crit? Oh, and this villager even heals him. How nice. But that does stop his skill from activating, so that's actually pretty nice of you, villager. You're helping in your own way. Right, 1% crit. There's no way this could work, right? Alright. Yeah, he missed anyways. And Cullen is going to take this kill. By using his Luna skill. There we go. You did mess up real bad. You're not the only one who messed up real bad, though. Very good level on Cullen. See, he's turning out really nice. Alright. Still, 180 for the villagers spared is actually pretty good. Like, only 2 of them lived. And 120 because I actually did make it in the amount of time I was allotted for maximum bonus experience. So that's very, very good. And that's that. So that's Chapter 6 cleared. Next time we will take on Chapter 7. And can't remember too much about this chapter, so we'll see what happens next.